All right, Bart from Bike Ride YouTube in Biloxi Bicycle Works, starting the week, April, I believe it's April 7th, Tuesday, April 7th. We close down the shop on Mondays, so our hours are, our days are basically Tuesday through Saturday, and I give my employees 2 days a week off. So this is basically our Monday. It's our Tuesday, Monday. I'm dropping my chain in the Sonic Waxer that I rode my mountain bike on Sunday with, so you guys know we got caught out in the rain out there. The chain wax does a good job of lubricating my chain and keeping everything clean, but you know, luckily here in the bike shop I have the Sonic Cleaner, the Sonic Waxer, and all the stuff that it's easy for me just to pop that chain off. And you can see we're stocked up with chains over here for this week. So one nice thing is, you know, I love starting the week off. Now, I am carrying my computer, but I'm also carrying my shoes. That means I got to ride my bike over the weekend. We got happy customers walking through the door. I see Dan's got bikes on the horizon here. So, hey, I'm going to cut this video short real quick and see what I can do to help this customer, and then we'll start the video again here in a minute. Well, this is what I'm talking about. We got a beautiful afternoon. I got one of my friends and customers here is down from Louisiana to go ride bikes with your friends, and he caught a staple in his tire. So you see his hat. He's got a Hemingway hat. Hemingway, you guys hear me complain about, you know, cheap e-bikes. Hemingway is a good bike. Yeah. So if you know you're e-bike shopping or you walk into a bicycle shop and you see a Hemingway, it's a very, very good brand. So Steve's going to get him taken care of. And we had another customer that's walking in with something going on too, and this guy was a little cuter, so we helped him first.
I always tell my sons it sucks to get old.
Yeah, right. Hey, but you found this the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
You know, you're going out riding bikes with your friends, kind of like you did when you were a kid.
Oh, I've rode bikes all my life.
Yeah, it is. It's
actually when we were young with the banana seat bikes.
Yeah.
I used to ride a wheelie over a mile with the English racer. You could count 36 lines, and that's what we did. We always challenged
Why'd you stop?
each other. Got old.
I'm still doing it at 55, you know, and I take off my helmet sometimes, and people don't realize there's an old man under there, you know. But I'm 55 years young. I love to ride wheelies. Yep. Yeah. Well, one of the first things I did today was ride a wheelie. Yep. It makes my day. So.
Back now, you see the people what they do on bikes is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We thought we were so cool.
Yeah, I know. The bikes have improved too. So give me a second. I'll hop up there and help you get this thing out.
All right, I'm gonna just untie.
See, this is what the Fountain Youth does, man. Look at this guy, man, hopping in the back. And this is no small truck, by the way. So I'll tell you what. I'll be right back in a minute. All right. And then I've got Alana over here. Dan's already helping a couple customers. Oh, we got a couple rentals going out. Yeah. How you guys doing? Welcome to Biloxi.
Thanks.
I see you guys are going to see it in style.
Yeah, we've been here before.
Okay. I was going to say I recognize you, so. Yeah.
This is what, our third or fourth time we've rented here.
Well, fantastic. Well, we appreciate your continued business and support.
We like it so much we keep coming back.
I do it when I'm not in here working in the bike shop. I'm out riding a bike, and I love riding these things around.
They're fun.
Yeah. It doesn't get old. It doesn't. And it's the Fountain of Youth. It's the Fountain of Youth. So.
We need that.
Awesome. Well, since you guys know the routine, I'll let you do what you got to do.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
We'll see you later. Have fun.
We were in a stand-up meeting this morning, and stand-up is what we do. You know, before we start the day, we have a little stand-up between the staff and my other business partner he's off site right now. So to keep him involved, we get him on a Zoom, and we do, it's usually under 15 minutes. So the meeting is called a stand-up because it's short enough that you don't have to sit down. Basically just talk about, you know, what the plan for the day, and maybe any blockers we had from last week or the day before, and it kind of gets us going. So on the stand-up today, we were talking about being extra nice to customers, and Alana had to speak up and say, well, that's what we already do. So Alana, I appreciate you being nice to customers.
That's what we do.
I think the meeting was posed as me, because you know me, I try to be nice, but I'm pretty blunt sometimes too. So I get away with it as the owner of the bike shop, but I think that statement was pointed towards me this morning, Alana. So we've got some new developments with Biloxi Bicycle Works that are going to be positive, and I'll talk about that on another video. But this is basically just starting our week with a good positive energy in the bike shop. The sun is shining. And it's gonna hopefully be a great week for promoting bicycle lifestyle. We've got some things planned this week already, so I've got to put those on the calendar so we can have some group rides. Alana's already got mountain bike racing on TV, so I'm gonna put the camera down and help that gentleman get that bike out of the back of his truck, and we'll keep these videos rolling today. All right, I was just in the back doing some paperwork, and someone said they're a long-time YouTube viewer. First-time visitor. There he is right there on our YouTube channel. So how you doing, man? I heard you said you're a follower of the channel.
Marcus.
Oh no, Marcus. I was just grabbing the camera to do a walkthrough of the shop. So
Yeah, well, good to see you.
Where's home for you?
Georgia.
Awesome.
On Cherokee Cycles on the lakes.
Okay, awesome.
good.
Cherokee Cycles, man.
Yeah.
I love that whole area up there too.
Northwest Georgia. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Beautiful up there.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to go up there anytime
too much.
soon. But maybe this will get me out. So this is a good way to get me out and get you
Right.
guys down here.
Excellent. Yeah, we come down. We got some family in New Orleans. We'll go down there. We're here.
Awesome.
Run around.
Well, thanks for popping into the shop. And you see the old character. You see Dan in there. Dan's building cruiser bikes right now.
Nice.
Alana's up here putting stock away, and I was in the back trying to get some work done. But any excuse to get me out of the back, come talk to people.
Good.
So anyway,
Yeah.
Biloxi Bicycle Works right there, and we've got Cherokee Cycles in the house.
I always buy a bottle and a shirt wherever I go.
I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing. So yeah.
let's do it.
I love going into the local bike shop. I've been a bike shop rat my whole life.
Yep.
So I've learned that if I want to find what's going on in the community, go into the bike shop.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
when you're in this community, come into Biloxi Bicycle Works. We love to talk to people from all over the country.
Love it. Beautiful
Awesome.
place.
Thank you. YouTube reaching out. It's been awesome meeting you, man.
You too.
And cool stories, garage shop,
Marcus
and
again.
teacher, and
There's the old.
yeah, you got this. Yeah, the KHS CX200, man, with the Mavic wheels on it. So it's a timeless bike.
Yeah.
A lot of people show up, and if you don't have a brand new carbon fiber bike, like, hey Bart, you're gonna laugh at this. No, this is the kind of stuff that actually rides good.
Awesome.
It rides amazing. Those wheels are timeless on it. The frame's timeless. So we love seeing this. So it doesn't matter what you ride. You come to Biloxi Bicycle Works.
Thank you.
And we have an appreciation for it. I'm not so much into the department store bikes. At least the newer ones. Some of the old stuff that says American made, that's a different story. But this is a bike shop quality bike, and I've always liked KHS as a company.
They're good.
Yeah, they're
That's
cool.
what I carried for a long time.
Hey, look, man, you got this thing all shined up and looking good.
It has its dings, but
It gets used, and perfect bike for going exploring the Gulf Coast. I always say if I'm traveling and I'm bringing one bike, it's going to be a gravel bike because I can pretty much do everything on the gravel bike. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's awesome
Good to see you,
meeting you.
man.
Thanks for not
Yeah.
being camera shy.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
Oh, we see Corey and Lauren. Corey's going to be our next, Corey Christie's going to be our next councilman. So there he is, enjoying the neighborhood. He's not showing off with his wonderful wife. And that's his sign right there. Corey Christie won. So if you see that sign, that's the man, the myth, the legend right there. We don't make this stuff up at Biloxi Bicycle Works. It's all real.
See you, buddy.
All right, thanks.
I was just
ride.
rolling out to go grab some lunch out of my van, and this dude came in. What's your name?
My name's Skitty.
All right, good to see you, man. And I heard BMX, and as soon as I get BMX, I get all excited because I love to ride BMX with these guys. And Skeety, he didn't even know that we had a scene around here. So, Bad Boy BMX Club, we got a new rider with us, man. That's awesome. So, like I said here on Bicycle Rider YouTube, man, we don't make this stuff up. This is real. Like, we didn't stage you guys coming into the shop. No. And this bike is awesome. So he's got support within the house because even she said, hey, this thing looks good.
Well, that's awesome.
All right, you guys know I've been carrying the camera around with me because so many cool things are happening. I can't quite put it down. So you guys remember April? She's in her. She actually is the Gulf Coast Bicycle Club's president, but she has a real job too. So this is April in her insurance outfit. And we were just talking about Pat Heigensfelter, who was the past president of Gulf Coast Bicycle Club
2009, 2010.
And you guys just met at a business conference.
Absolutely.
So just know, bicycle riders come in all shapes, sizes, colors, body shapes. It doesn't matter, ethnic groups, you know. So we all career choices. Insurance agent, bicycle club president, new rider. BMX. We've got new rider and girlfriend. So you guys got support in the house. Alana does it all. So I don't know. Bicycles make the world a better place. And thank you for being part of the Gold Coast Bicycle Club. Because I know that is a passion project. You don't get paid for that. And it does take a lot of time. So, actually, April's in here, so she's gonna go to our local brewery next door, Alter Reality, hit them up for some beverages for the next time trial. Very good idea.
We have the road and gravel time trial still coming up, and then the next big rides we have is going to be the mid-year party ride at Buccaneer State Park. That's going to be in June, and then July we have Bikes and Beaches time trial, and there's going to be a new cap for that. So historically the club had a 75-person participant cap.
And it's sold out.
And it would sell out within minutes. We're going to cap it at 150.
That's so awesome.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. So a lot of good stuff happening on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We're not known as a cycling destination, but reality is we are a cycling destination. And it's great for not only the visitors to the Gulf Coast, but great for our local residents.
Yeah, absolutely.
I went to an active urban tourism conference. And so active urban tourism also has to do with the local lifestyle on the Gulf Coast, and you're making it happen. Thank you, April. Thank you so much. Awesome. Good luck over there in Alter Reality. Bye. All right. She's got the red one, and you were just showing me the Hello Kitty stickers. Show it to Alana. She loves to accessorize.
So I didn't. This picture.
Dude, this is solid, man. This is solid. Well, all right, guys. Just walking back from helping a customer put a bike in the trunk. I love this little shop. I mean, the natural wood sign, the old building, 3 old buildings. This is the old Johnson homestead. Man, we got so many awesome people in this neighborhood. I was gonna walk through the bike shop and see what's going on my way to get my van. I saw you looking at a bike a little bit ago.
It was.
Yes. So many cool bikes around. It's so good to see you.
You too.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, they've got BMX bikes, and I know this guy. Do you know Dave Dennis?
I recognize the name.
Dave Dennis was going to be our next governor. Works for the National Treasury, and he bought this bike for a guy. Yeah, he just, is a nice guy, and this guy needed a bike. He bought this bike, and this guy's a character. He puts these little figurines all over it. I mean, it takes all types.
Oh yeah.
We got several bikes here that people are.
Well, I like that Trek. I just have to figure out a place where I can keep it indoors. Don't have that option yet, so I'm still having you guys keep my 14-year-old hair up to speed.
All right. Well, when the time comes, this is a great bike, though. I mean, this is one of those that Steve and I were talking about. Good classic old bikes that are just sturdy and fun to ride.
Fine.
All the transmission
purposes.
Yeah. And at least it's your size. Because you have a lot of people that have an old bike that they maybe are attached to, but they didn't realize that they've been riding a bike for 15 years. It's the wrong size, No, this is a great bike.
But I'm in a small condo unit, and so half the year I could keep it inside, half the year I can't. So if I can figure out the other 6 months, then I'll upgrade.
Yeah.
And I do like that one Trek that's out there for sure.
We were,
doesn't have any speeds, but I don't use 15 speeds.
You don't need it. Sometimes people think more speed's the better, but a lot of times that's not the case. And then a lot of times it has that front derailleur, and if you don't know how to shift, it causes, chains running sideways, and I don't know. Sometimes the less gears, the better. You know, I mean, it's different if you're out there, but I think it's a ploy because here in America, it seems like bigger is always better. So when you go to the department store and you see something that says 21 speed or 24 speed,
that's the best
you can get. And then you come to the bike shop. Well, why does yours only have 9?
Yeah.
Well, 9's all you need. You know, and it really stops that someone that doesn't know how to roll through all the gears.
Yeah.
You know, they get confused. They don't know what button does what, and they just hit stuff. And half the time, they end up in a cross chain situation where you're in the smallest gear and the smallest gear, the biggest and the biggest. So that's the 2 hardest gears for the drivetrain to handle. And most of the time, you start rubbing the tolerance of that front derailleur, and it sounds like your bike's falling apart. And it's really just the chain rubbing the metal of the derailleur. But a lot of people don't understand what the derailleur actually is, a mechanism that derails the chain to throw it on it. It's still barbaric. So sometimes the less gears are the better. Yeah. All right, I'll put the camera down and go get my lunch here in a second. There's just always something interesting happening in the bicycle shop.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, as I'm rolling around, going from shop to shop, I keep running into awesome customers and friends. And I did see some customers that had ordered bikes, so I'm gonna make 4 people pretty happy right here. I shouldn't say just me, but Biloxi Bike Works is gonna make 4 people happy right here. Oh, there's my friend Paige's bike. At least I think that's Paige. Let me look here. No, that's my friend Noah's bike, but Paige has a similar bike like that. I like Noah's a fireman for Ocean Springs, and Noah's looking at getting a new road bike. So he's liked his flat bar gravel bike, but now he wants a road bike to ride a little faster with some of the other firemen. So, I mean, bikes are addictive. I have an addictive personality, so I'd rather spend my time with bikes than some of the other more destructive things I used to spend my time with. And yes, we do have a break room that is also a kitchen and a parts room and everything else in one, but you know, it makes us happy as bicycle shop people. We don't mind kicking back in a little spot like this to have our lunch. I've got to go grab my lunch out of my van. So I really like the blue on that truck. You did a good job on this one. This is an older Excalibur 9, but I like the way the baby blue with the orange, and then they color match the orange on the wheels. It reminds me of a Ford race car. I forget which race car that was, but there was a Ford race car that really kicked butt, and it had that blue paint job. So luckily on my van here, I've got a way to get in it without having a key. And I did make myself a nice healthy lunch last night while I was in the kitchen. So not only am I a bike shop owner, but I'm a cook. I got my cooler here, banana, fruit, some oatmeal with raisins, and some lettuce. So I've got to go relieve Alana so she can go to lunch. And I have my kombucha here, so. That is a store-bought bottle, but believe me, the kombucha that's in it is made from a SCOBY that I have at my house. So I just reuse the glass bottle. So that's my little treat at the end of a long day, and I'm gonna have a long day today because I have work to do after work. I'm gonna have my little glass of kombucha. So. And then here in Mississippi, you can see we've got a tag with the bicycles on it. So it's called a Share the Road tag. It costs me a little bit every month to have that tag, but to me it's worth it. Well, all right, guys, I'm gonna go relieve Alana for lunch. This is the back of the shop. This is where we wash the bikes and stuff back here. And we do have a tent we can put over in the summertime when the sun's really beating down. And then we also have an umbrella if we just want to pop up real quick. So someone else is pulling up to the bike shop here. I'll tell you what, we've got awesome friends and customers, and bike shop life is good. How are you doing? I'm so excited. I saw some boxes on the porch that look like they come in for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so fantastic. And then we're gonna do a trail ride Sunday too. So,
oh, really?
And you've got a new mountain bike.
Yeah.
I think it's on the porch over there. It's got to get built up, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Awesome. And it looks like Alana's out there on a test ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should I just